My name is Monique, and my family and I left city life and moved to the Midwest United States in the middle of Amish country. We live high on a hill with beautiful views and starry night skies. We planted a small orchard and vineyard and a large garden where we grow our own food. I operate a cottage bakery and we have bees. We share with you what working a small country farm is like with no experience. So subscribe and welcome to Starlight Hill Farmhouse.
There are so many little things needed to get the house prepared for winter, and in this video, we're doing some final cleanup and prep before it gets too cold outside. Pressure washing the house to get all that summer dust and dirt off is such a transformation. Amazing what a little water can do. Even Mom wanted to try her hand at it. I thought it was going to blow her away. You cannot believe how much dust and dirt we get from the dirt road, even all the way up at the top of the hill.
I guess this is open.
This device is a chimney cleaner. I found it on Amazon. It's connected to my drill. Then once I insert it into the chimney, I turn on my drill and it spins the head of the chimney cleaner, literally knocking off the creosote that builds up on the sides of the chimney. Listen carefully. You can hear the creosote falling down the chimney. It sounds like shattering glass. What I'm trying to remove is inside the chimney is this stuff called creosote. It's a black tar-like substance that forms inside the chimney. And when smoke doesn't entirely escape, it like sticks and creates this stuff called creosote. So I want to remove it because creosote can cause the chimney to catch on fire and inevitably the house.
It's hard to see, but...
One of the things I was thinking about was when we lived in the city, we would just call someone to come clean the chimney. And living out in the country seems to have made us different people. We got a real sense of ownership mixed with ingenuity, and DIY took on a whole other meaning.
Oh yeah, you can see a big pile of it in here.
Just clearing out the leftover ash in the wood stove, getting it all ready, fresh and clean for winter. I randomly decided this would be a good spot for planting my blueberry bushes.
Hey, puppy. You come to help me? You come to help me, Missy? I don't think that's helping me. I don't think you're helping me. Rocks. Oh! Oh, my hole. I just did something wrong. Something drastically wrong, and I can't even believe I did it. I'm gonna go show you. Here I am at the back of the house, and in this little plot here, I've planted my blueberry bushes. However, prior to that, I had been throwing my wood ash in here. Wood ash would make your soil more alkaline. And blueberries do not like alkaline soil. They like acidic soil. So I have been doing such an injustice. I'm sitting at my desk and all of a sudden I think, oh my goodness, I've been putting wood ash in the soil with the blueberries. I know some of you are like, not a big deal. No, it's a big deal because if you look at the blueberries, they are not healthy. So when they were in their pots, I was using coffee grounds and they were just thriving. And then I've put them in here and I'm like, what's going on? Well, it's because of the wood ash that I've been dumping in here from the fireplace. And I can't even begin to tell you how much is in here. Oh, it's just tragic. So my mom saves me her coffee grounds and I'm going to try to mitigate this issue that I have caused with my blueberries by putting coffee grounds on the soil. So if you know of someone who drinks coffee, ask them to save their coffee grounds for you, or go to one of the local coffee shops and ask them to save their coffee grounds for you. You're supposed to use used coffee grounds, not brand new. So don't like go to the store and get coffee grounds and put them in there. They have to be brewed. And then you just put them in the soil like that, kind of rake them in, and they're good to go. So I'm hoping that this fixes the issue and they start to look a little bit healthier. And what I'll do for the winter is I'm going to cover it with some straw or some hay that I have, some wood chips. I'll put some wood chips on there that will protect it, and that will also start to change the soil pH. So blueberries like a higher pH. They like it acidic. So think of lemons. They like the acidity in the soil. So I hope I did not kill my blueberry bushes, but I'm going to try to fix it. So that was the drama that just hit me all of a sudden. So I'll keep you up to date on my blueberries and we'll see how they turn out. This weekend I'll be ready to pick our corn, whatever is left, whatever that rascally raccoon decided to leave us. We'll go in and see what's there and we'll enjoy what we have and call it a blessing. Today was harvest day and I still have tomatoes that I'm harvesting. I even have some pathetic little carrots that I harvested, and I was able to dig up some of the potatoes. I was just so tired I couldn't even finish, but these are the potatoes. I had some red and some Yukon Gold. And then out of the 2,200 seeds of corn that I planted, I got what, 2 dozen? But you know, the Lord saw it fit that he provided about 2 dozen for me and left those hidden from the rascally raccoon. And I went ahead and took down the eyes that I was using to scare away the raccoon. These are the scary eyes that I used. And I don't know if it worked, but I did get a couple of dozen. And I'm just going to open them up and see how well they are. A little over 2 dozen ears of corn.
This is where my tomatoes were supposed to grow, but they didn't, and I didn't get much of a tomato harvest. Most of the tomatoes just kind of stayed green. It took a very long time for them to even begin to turn red. So I took matters into my own hands and went to a produce auction. And my bids won. I got Roma tomatoes, peppers, bananas, onions, watermelon, pumpkins. I did pretty well. And those Roma tomatoes made for some really nice sauce. I know someone is going to ask, why would I buy tomatoes to make sauce when I can go to the store and buy sauce? Well, there's nothing like fresh tomato sauce in the winter. It doesn't even compare to store-bought. Then there's the health factors. You know, fresh versus manufactured, and let's not forget those bare shelves that we saw during the pandemic.
I didn't get the scare tape on soon enough in the season when they were starting to pop with fruit and the birds got to them. So you can see this one here and this one here. So I lost 4 clusters and then I put the scare tape on. So we know better for next season.
And just these few elderberry bunches turned into a whole pint of elderberry syrup that we used for medicinal purposes.
It is time to cut some of the herbs and bring them in before they all fall out. They're already starting to get brown. We'll get some of the new growth here. This is sage. Oh, it smells so good. So this is what we were able to harvest in regards to a very late pruning of the herbs. So we were able to get some sage, lemon thyme, German thyme, peppermint, and 2 different varieties of oregano. And then over here, we still have our plant, and it's still doing fairly well, of rosemary, so we're just going to leave it here and prune it as necessary.
Thankfully, we had a warm, sunny day, and I laid all the herbs out on the table and the steps and just naturally dried them.
Do you ever get in the mood to bake? I'm in that mood this weekend, and so I've been baking since last night. So I had some sticky buns and some fried bread. I don't know if you've ever made fried bread. It's so good. You just take the dough from the bread that you're making and you fry up the bread. I'll have to show you in another video. It's so delicious. It's kind of like English muffins. Who does not like a good English muffin? I mean, look at that. Then you got all the crannies. The crannies? The nooks and crannies? Yeah, crannies. Yeah, all the crannies. And you can toast it, put some butter on it. It's just so delicious. But right now, I had an urge to make pasta. I've watched my grandmother make pasta. I've watched my mom make pasta, but I've never made pasta. I have a pasta maker that I bought. I cannot tell you how long ago I bought this. Years. I think it was during COVID. I already started the pasta, and I'm just kneading it. And you knead it until it is smooth. There's my pasta. I'm gonna wrap it in some plastic. There we go. I made pasta. I'm pretty excited. So I'm gonna let this dry a little bit, and then we'll have this tonight for dinner. We'll have fresh fettuccine pasta. I'll make an Alfredo sauce. Ooh, maybe I'll make a pesto sauce or a spinach. Maybe I'll just make a traditional tomato sauce. But I'm excited. This is fun. This is fun. Once you get the hang of it, it seems to work out really well. The pasta works fine, so I'm gonna continue with my pasta rolling. I'm gonna make some and bring some over to my mother so she can have some fresh pasta, like she needs some of my pasta. She makes her own pasta.
And don't those bags of leaves look familiar? Those were in the previous video and went around my trees. I just popped over to my mom's house, and she has these piles of bricks that she got from this patch of ground. I guess there used to be a porch there or something. And so she pulled them all up by herself. And what I'm doing is I'm going to repurpose repurpose those bricks, and those bricks are actually going to be part of my greenhouse. And that's it for this week. If you like this video, please hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching Starlight Hill Farmhouse. Blessings, and I hope to see you again real soon.